Charlie Kirk, the most disgusting propagandist of all time. The media explodes after Trump gets a new plane. It's simply a new plane, guys. It's nothing serious. It's nothing serious.
Our election showed us that Americans are ready for a return.
Serious,
That's why I'm citizens and have paid fan on behalf of magazine insurance.
It's nothing serious.
He is losing their mind right now because they say President Trump is going to Qatar and he's going to receive a plane. Listen, let's just play the piece of tape here.
By the way, Donald Trump today received $300 million through his cryptic big money, dark money crypto scam. All right. $300 million from the Chinese owners of TikTok. Okay. If you wonder why Trump is not enforcing the TikTok ban, today, Donald Trump got $300 million paid to him directly by using the power of the White House. Okay. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, all these different countries. Why do you think Trump is praising Hamas and the Houthis? Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Also, consider supporting my channel in the description down below. Thank you. Okay? Because they're paying Trump off. They're paying Trump off openly. All of Americans' adversaries are paying Trump off.
Let's first go to
Americans, yes.
240.
I think it's a great gesture from Qatar. I appreciate it very much. I would never be one to turn down that kind of an offer. I mean, I could be a stupid person and say, no, we don't want a free, very expensive airplane. But I thought it was a great gesture.
Now, notice he says we.
Bro, I would be so dumb not to take a Trojan horse. Wow, this is such a fancy gift they want to give me. Such a fancy gift they want to give us, dude. They want to give us a huge, amazing horse, a Trojan horse. So powerful, so cool, a Trojan horse. I would be so dumb to not accept from Qatar, a country that makes money, blood money, from killing Americans, killing American soldiers, okay? Working with leaders that have killed American journalists, intentionally, obviously. Countries that put bounties on American heads, okay? Why would I not accept this beautiful Trojan horse? You know, guys, the Trojan horse and all these different stories and you know, they all have meanings, all right? And the idea where Trump's like, it's just a free plane, I don't have any other questions about it. Imagine being so gullible. Not only Trump being so gullible, but just in general, his supporters as well. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, China, all these different countries, state sponsors of terrorism that are just giving Trump money, and everyone knows the White House is for sale. And oh god, dude, I don't want to talk too much when I do YouTube videos, but still, today, like Sam Altman and like 50 other billionaire CEOs went with Trump to Saudi Arabia because Saudi Arabia is getting a deal with Donald Trump to bolster their economy. We're going to give them like $150 billion worth in weapons. We're going to give them like all these different tech CEOs are using the White House, using Trump, using this entire using America to profit for themselves. And it's so sad that so many Americans are completely in the Donald Trump cult.
Meaning the federal government. Now, look, I'm only okay with this if this is used to help deport a bunch of illegal aliens. The last luxury flight that they get, they could load up on the Qatari Express and...
Classic Charlie Kirk move. I bring this up all the time. Charlie Kirk never talks about anything useful. He does not want people to be able to think. His suit fits terribly. But he wants to bring things back to social issues because social issues make his followers emotional. And Trumpers get emotional really easily. So you could be really corrupt, but if you hit their emotions right, they'll let you do it.
They could be sent to Nicaragua and Honduras, have that thing humming. I mean, look a picture of this thing. This thing is a beast. No, I don't even think that's it. That's just Qatar Airways, which, by the way, I'm told is very good. It's things like the Palace in the Sky. That's Air Force One. The Palace in the Sky should be also reused as a nonstop diplomatic charter.
Oh, Donald Trump just removed sanctions from Syria after Syria approved a plan for a Trump Tower there. Okay, literally the day after. Also, with Qatar approved a sale to the Trump family for like a $5 billion Trump resort. And right after, you see the difference in the Trump administration's policies. So if Trump gets money, quid pro quos, whatever it might be, again, such blatant corruption. And Charlie Kirk's going to laugh his way through it because he knows his audience. Charlie Kirk knows his audience is too brain dead, too numbnuts, too indoctrinated into the cult. They lack independent thought to the extent that they will not be able to think for themselves here. Hopefully they can. Hopefully. Maybe it'll turn something on in their brains.
Say, hey, we want to go bring in, I think that's it. That's the Palace in the Sky. We want to bring in the South Africans, the Afrikaners. Welcome to the palace in the sky.
Do you see how Charlie Kirk needs to meme? He needs to meme this entire segment, okay? This entire segment. Because Trump is saying it's okay if you kill our troops. It's okay if you want to destroy democracy worldwide. It's okay if you want to fund terrorist organizations. It's okay as long as you pay Trump. You can do anything. You could abuse America as much as you want. You can... Oh, man, it's awesome. The nice Trojan horse. Why would we not? Why would we not accept this beautiful Trojan horse? I feel like there was a story behind this. I don't know what it was.
Load on up. We'll be running that thing 24/7. Johannesburg to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Cape Town to Phoenix. Now, it isn't objectively a very nice plane. And look, I know people are getting very upset about this and all that, but understand, it'll be an asset of the federal government. It could be used for all sorts of things. And how cool would this be also to bring hostages home? Instead of sending, kind of one of their other military aircraft, you go bring home a bunch of hostages from Venezuela or from Russia or from Iran. You can load them up on this palatial plane and bring them back to America. The Middle East trip is very high stakes. And
the Middle East trip, by the way, Trump is just collecting payments. He's collecting payments from all the deals he's making, from the Saudis, from Qatar. He's going to all these nations, not because they make sense for American foreign policy strategy, but because they make sense for Donald Trump's corrupt business activities. He's literally doing a tour with all these CEOs, Sam Altman, Elon Musk, all his CEO donors. He's doing a tour with them, including Charlie Kirk, Mr. Charlie Kirk. Donald Trump is overseas right now in the Middle East. He brought the BlackRock CEO to wine and dine with Saudi Arabian princes. All right? Charlie Kirk talks about BlackRock being so evil, so corrupt all the time. Charlie Kirk does not shut up about BlackRock. Meanwhile, Trump is giving BlackRock CEO the biggest, most advantageous gains to buy up more housing. Such hypocrites, such liars. It's crazy.
And also understand there's some complexity to this. Rejecting gifts in the Middle East can also be very dishonoring in their culture. So as long as it's done correctly and ethically, and the left, they're losing their mind. Of course they are. I would say, though, that
a lot of the right is losing their mind, by the way. I mean, rightfully so. I mean, it's just like there's only there's only a certain level to where you could bend basic reality before more people crack off. But again, like I said yesterday, Charlie Kirk needs to lie for a job. He will defend anything the administration does, anytime, anywhere. He is a fake human being, as close to a demon as you can get on Earth.
What President Trump is aiming to get done here in the Middle East is transformational. His speech in Saudi Arabia, and we're going to cut that up and we're going to do a whole show on it tomorrow. It was a 10. And I got to love it. I'm here in Phoenix all week, and being able just to watch every day what he's going to be accomplishing is truly transformational.
Okay, tell us what he's going to accomplish.
The Middle East actors of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, the oil titans, to look to the west and not to the east. And by the way, they have trillions of dollars. The Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund, I think, is well over $1 trillion or $1.5 trillion. The Qatarian...
So yeah, it's to the highest bidder. And it's really funny, too. Acting like they're going to move to the west, and that's a worthy endeavor, to use all of America's soft power on these countries. But it makes 0 sense to use our soft power to support Ukraine to move to the west. Think about that. Just think about those incentives. And even Tulsi Gabbard called Trump out his first term. Tulsi Gabbard called out Trump for being bought off by Saudi Arabia. Everyone knows it. But again, like Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, they made these criticisms in the past. But they don't make criticisms anymore once they know once they themselves can profit from it, then they stop criticizing. But just remember, whoever talks about this and gives it a pass, they are partisan hacks. Unless if they're completely lost, they probably should not be respected very much for their opinions because they are willing to lie for their political side. Every single one of us is media. For us to overcome what's happening right now, we all need to push in the right direction. Whether you make your own content, if you share my content or another creator you like, thank you so much for supporting this. We all need to do our job. And I really appreciate what you have to give, whether it's financial or not. If you cannot afford to donate, do not donate. Share the video around, drop a like, comment, subscribe. You are helping more than you could ever imagine.